Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tip Tuesday. I hope everybody's excited. My name is Michelle Thomas. I'm a medical intuitive, energy healer, psychic, and transformational coach with Radiant Living and radiantlivinghlc.com. And I'm so excited. Today is obviously Tuesday, and we are talking automatic writing, one of my all-time favorite things to do, and I use it all the time as a meditative tool. And so I'd love to be able to share with you guys some tips to really make automatic writing work for you. So first of all, what is automatic writing? So automatic writing is really, it's like stream of consciousness, right? It's just like starting to write and really allowing your subconscious, your higher self, or even your spirit guides or other angelic or light keepers to sort of give you the information that you're looking for. And it's a really easy way that I use to tap in to get the knowledge that I need, because sometimes I just have a very busy mind. And if my mind is like just a little bit overwhelmed and sitting in meditation is just like not going to work for me that morning, I sometimes just like, I shouldn't say, I do both usually. So I sit in meditation and then I also do automatic writing. So how do you do automatic writing? And like I said, automatic writing is really about tapping into your subconscious, your higher self, or other spiritual guides to get information for your very highest and greatest good. So here's some tips that you can use to really allow automatic writing to help you, and you can really add it to your meditation practice or ritual, just like I do. So first things first. When you are doing automatic writing, you have to do it for longer than 5 minutes, right? You can't sit there and start and go, this isn't working, to like a minute later and be like, it doesn't work, right? Because sometimes it takes 5 minutes for your conscious mind to drift back right into your subconscious. So allowing yourself at least 5 minutes. I honestly usually do automatic writing for 15 minutes to a half an hour. But if you don't have that time, it's okay. But you need to make sure that you're doing it for at least 5 minutes. Okay. So how do you do that? So I often will create, again, I'm very into spaces. I'm very into sacred spaces. So I always will, I'll light a candle, right, with my intentions. I will put on some really amazing meditative music just to sort of set the mood. And I always I will sage the space, or I will do something like Palo Santo or sage to clear it from any energy and clear my own energetic body as well before I start and begin. So I grab my notebook, and I'm a notebook lover. I have a lot of notebooks. I have a notebook for different things, right? And so I try and use the same notebook for automatic writing because, and some people may be asking, what's the difference between journaling and automatic writing? So journaling is like using your conscious mind to answer questions. It's allowing yourself to get information from within you onto the page. It's like, so when you're asking your questions like, what do I need to know? Like when you're working on releasing things, I provide journaling prompts all the time in the PDFs in my membership group, as well as in my free group, You Can Heal Yourself. I provide journaling prompts every Tuesday. And it just allows you to open yourself up and answer some deep questions, right? Getting into your why. Why am I doing this? Why do I feel this way? But it's coming from a conscious place, whereas automatic writing is more of a subconscious, or again, higher self, spiritual place is kind of the difference, is how I like to look at it. But I also love being able to use this because it puts information on a piece of paper where I can look at it and refer back to it. I get so much information for my business just by doing this practice. It's amazing. So again, 5 minutes or more, setting the space, right? You want to create a sacred space, clearing your energy, lighting candles, whatever it is that feels right for you. And then you start writing, right? Get that notebook out. And I always sort of label, I always date it, and then I will say who I'm talking to, because very often I tune into my spirit guides. But if you want to talk to your higher self, or you're just like trying to like really dig into that inner heart space, but I always sort of address it to whoever it is that I want to talk to. If I want to talk to my higher self, or if I want to talk to my father who's passed on, or even just Archangel Raphael. So I will just label it at the top, who I'm calling in, right? And I practice my meditative calling in, right? So I have a practice of I'm open for business, right? And I talked about this in the intuition Tip Tuesday. I think it was last week or the week before, but it's all about opening yourself up and allowing energy, right, to flow through those beautiful upper chakras. So once I do that, I'm calling in Archangel Raphael, for example. Archangel Raphael, what do I need to know today? How can I heal XYZ? What do I need? And so I will reframe my question as many times as it takes until all of a sudden knowledge, like wisdom, is just flowing through the paper. And so, like I said, it can take 5 minutes for you to do this. So you may have to rewrite your question a bunch of different times, and that's okay. But I use it all the time. And once you start, you don't stop. You just keep writing and trust the information that you get. It's really important that you trust the information that you receive. Don't let your ego mind tell you that you're wrong, that can't be true, none of that business. Write and write and write until it starts to just flow. And that's where that stream of consciousness comes. And then all of a sudden you're going to know when it's time to be done. And you're just like, okay, yep, that feels complete. And then put it down. And then I suggest you read it back to yourself, because for me, my handwriting changes so I'm writing these questions over and over. And as soon as I tune in into either my subconscious or, again, whoever I'm trying to reach out to during my writing, my handwriting will change. And it gets often even messier than my normal handwriting. So going back and rereading it right away, and correcting the words maybe so that you can read it easier when it comes time. But then I will review it and be like, okay, well, what do I need to, how can I use this information today? Or I will prioritize. If they give me a whole bunch of business ideas, I will sit and look and prioritize it. But use the information, right? Don't just go, oh, that was fun, and put it on a shelf. Right? You asked yourself questions for a reason. Use the information. Again, knowledge and wisdom, they're very powerful. And once you have that, use it. Don't just stick it on a shelf and forget about it. So I can't wait. If you've tried automatic writing, I'd love you to share what, your experience with it. If you're just beginning, I'd love to hear how your first time goes. Again, I use this all the time to get messages for my very highest and greatest good. And that's the other key, is that you want to make sure that you are asking for your highest and greatest good. You don't want information that's crap, right? You don't want, it's sort of like where you get your news from, right? You don't want some crappy bogus news site. You want good information. So my intention when I write and I start is always, what information do I need for my very highest and greatest good? Right? And if there's a specific question, it's okay, well, I'm struggling with XYZ. Can you help me? What is a solution? Right? You can use this in so many different ways, but I love using this as part of my meditative practice, and I hope that you do too. So thank you again for watching. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Share this with someone who maybe you think might enjoy it. Because again, this is a really super powerful way, and it's just another tool in your toolbox when it comes to tapping into your intuition, allowing it to work for you and to improve your life. So I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you next time on Tip Tuesday.